What's up, everybody? Oh my god, my hair looks terrible. Back here once again. I think it's week 6, and we are here to review Wishmaster. And as always, I believe, like I said, it's week 6, week 7, almost through Horror Fest, like a little more than halfway. Can't believe it, man. It's been going by very quick. So as always, man, hit that like, subscribe, hit that share button, and we'll be here every Saturday. And we are constantly dropping videos. And as always, I got my buddy Scarpad.
Oh, my beard's terrible. Holy Christ, you look horrible tonight, man.
Nobody cares about your beard. They're looking at my hair. That was terrible. How did I not notice that when I was backstage with y'all?
You had some genie bedhead.
We got my boy Robbie. What's up, Rockin' Robbie?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, fix
All right, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Look, it just keeps standing up.
You look like Josh Hartnett in H2O, baby. Josh Hartnett in H2O. Nah, super excited to be here.
I know, right? I'm H2O.
Sorry, make it last week, man. Like, there was a big kerfluffle when we were trying to get burgers and beer and whatnot, but I'm sure y'all had a great show. I haven't checked it out yet, but super excited to be here, bro. And you're right, dude. Dylan, like, I was telling everybody at work today, I was like, I'm so damned excited for tonight because this was like the best revisit ever. I
heard you only watched it, like, you loved it as a kid. I didn't know you were even a fan, like, at one point.
I haven't seen this thing since, like, I worked at Hollywood Video back in, like, 2001 or something like that. Wow. So, yeah, it's been a while.
Man. It's been a while then. Man, I'm glad to have you start off and say you liked it, man. That's awesome. This has always been, I always knew, like, this can be hit or miss, but if you just accept it for what it is, man, it's like, it's just.
I think this is a movie perfect for horror fans because it's made by horror fans for horror fans.
It's good 90s cheese.
Robert Kurtzman literally said, he's like, this is the Expendables for horror fans, you know? So, but I wouldn't go as Expendables 4 because I hear that movie's dog shit. As always, we got my main man P Money.
What's
Perry
up,
Comics and Perry Gaming. What's up, brother?
Yo, Perry, what's up with your hair, man? You might want to check that out. You
need
his hair. Dylan's hair got worse as time went on. I don't know what happened, dude. It is worse than when the stream
I
started.
I literally, as soon as the
He's
camera,
got that grunge look.
like static shock stood right up, man. I'm like, what the fuck,
Stay away from the sockets.
right? But yeah, what are we at? Freaking week 17, week 7 is
Week
it?
17.
6, I think sounds
I
right.
know,
We're right in the middle.
I
We're
think it
slap
is
dab in
about
the middle.
6.
Yeah. Because it should be. We're in the middle, so it's usually 8 weeks, so it's 9 weeks this time. Maybe, I don't know. We're in the
17
middle of
weeks
Horror
to
Fest.
go.
Yeah, we're at 6, week 6, going on week 7.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy though. It's been going by quick.
It's already been up
Tomorrow's
to,
the 1st.
Yeah,
Yep.
right. And it's already lived up to the hype that we built up for this year's Horror Fest. It has been the biggest and baddest yet. It's been so much fun across all 3 channels. It's been amazing. Great shows, great movies, great conversations.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. But yeah, so this was a movie, Wishmaster, like Robbie mentioned, that I was definitely excited to do because Vestron had done this really nice little 4 collection movie pack. I've always been a big fan of the first 2, especially the first. I believe 3 and 4 don't have Andrew Divoff as the Wishmaster. They get somebody new, and I think they're directed by Chris Angel, but I don't think it's the magician
Freak?
Chris Angel. Yeah, I always think that, but I don't think it is him. I remember 3 and 4 being like very mid. I mean, if you're a huge fan, they're worth to watch once just to say you've done it. Because what 3 is called: Wishmaster 1, Wishmaster 2, Evil Never Dies, Wishmaster 3, Beyond the Gates of Hell, Wishmaster 4, The Prophecy Fulfilled. So it kind of just continues that story of what he's trying to do each movie, and I believe the 4th one, he fulfills that prophecy, as the title says. But yeah, this movie, though, directed by Robert Kurtzman, who is a legendary practical film artist. Well, how the hell do you say that? Why am I having
Practical effects artist?
Practical effects artist. Thank you, brother. And he's in the business with Greg Nicotero, Howard Berger, and Robert Kurtzman for K&B. So I always, when I heard this movie and I looked, because I didn't see it in '97. I was only like 3 years old, but I know I saw it early 2000s, renting it from the video store. And I just remember seeing like all these names in it. And it also has Angus Scrimm, aka Tall Man from Phantasm, and he's doing the little intro about the genie and kind of when they, what is it, right before they go back into like the old times and that like what is that, maybe an Egyptian era or
It was
something?
Persia, I
Yes,
think it was.
Persian era.
Middle Eastern, yeah.
And
It's got the other dude from the other bald-headed dude that I love from Phantasm too, whatever his name is there.
Reggie Bannister.
Reggie
Oh,
Bannister.
yeah.
I love that dude, man. I love him.
I love him too. Yeah, you get
Joe
Rob
Pilato's in
Englund.
it too. He's the construction worker that fucks up and drops the shit on Ted Raimi. He's Joe Pilato, the sergeant or colonel, whatever, from Day of the Dead. So
Yeah.
Oh, Joe Pilato's in this?
yeah, he's
Nice.
the drunk who drops the fucking statue on
yes,
Ted Raimi.
yes,
Ted
yeah.
Raimi, another one in there, and then you got what's the name of the fucking
Robert
demon
Englund?
from Exorcist? Pazuzu. Pazuzu's in there too.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a shitload of them in there.
yeah, I see Joe Pilato's in there. They do have Vern Troyer too as a creature stage #1.
It's when he gets
You get
rebirth,
Kane
right?
Hodder. Yeah. Tony Todd is Johnny Valentine.
Great name.
But I know Robert Englund. I'd say Robert Englund has a little bit more of a role than all the other guys. So most of those guys just get cameos. Robert Englund's still a little cameo too, but a little bit more than the rest. And Tammy Lauren as the main protagonist, main girl. And then, like I said, Andrew Divoff as the Jinn / Nathaniel something. I forget, what do they call him? Nathaniel Demirest. Yeah. But yeah, Ted Raimi as Ed Finney. But yeah, I always love this film, dude. Fucking blast of a film. It's I think the Jinn looks cool as hell. I love his makeup. I love his kind of like armor to him as well. He's got the little tendrils that come down, and I know from watching some behind the scenes, Divoff got the job because of a movie that I absolutely love, Graveyard Shift, Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. Somebody saw him do that movie, and they're like, I think he'd be good for this, and just to distinguish you get between, there's not really a voice difference, but just like him as human and him as the Jinn is just perfect, man. I don't think anybody could have pulled this off like he did. He's just absolutely fantastic. And the main girl in this, she's good. She's good. But obviously I'm here for the freaking creepy evil genie. Because if you didn't know, this movie's about an evil genie. But it's not rubbing a lamp. It's rubbing this little ruby stone. And if you rub it and then he'll come out. Or if you zap it with a laser, then it'll come out. Yeah. I know. I didn't think of it until I said it.
Sometimes I just zap my dick with a laser.
Yeah, and it just comes off, baby.
Yep. Oh, look, a Jinn.
Right. Oh man,
Shit happens.
But yeah, so I know this is first time watch for Perry and Scarphead too, and basically almost for Robbie as well, since he hasn't seen it since he was a kid. I know he's probably not technically first time, but.
I was early 20s. I wouldn't call myself. Actually, I would call myself a kid back then because I call people in their early 20s kids today. Damn, I'm that guy.
How old were you then, you think? When you
I was like 21.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like a young teenager maybe.
No, I graduated in 99. So
damn.
Fuck you, Perry.
I always think of you as a lot younger, brother.
Thank you.
I think of you as a lot younger.
Well, I made a wish, back in the day, and
yeah, kept them
21 Jump Street over here.
But yeah, overall, man, I've always enjoyed this movie. I think it's a pretty decent plot. You get like once she screws up and the Jinn comes out, she's just trying to figure everything out because her boyfriend has now been murdered because she brings the ruby to him, and she's kind of trying to figure out what the hell has happened, and this Jinn is just causing all hell loose, and he's trying to fulfill that prophecy and grant her 3 wishes so he can be so that he can get all his power and stay on Earth. I think it is.
It unleashes like an army that he can command or something. Then, right?
Yeah, because they actually go inside the ruby at one point and kind of see where his hell basically and where he's stuck all these years. I think they do that in this one. I know
it's like another dimension, right? That's like a cool concept, Yeah.
That's what I always thought this movie was just a really cool concept. Like it could have been just something stupid and cheesy, and they actually kind of go for it, and you kind of really enjoy the lore of it. And if they kept Divoff and really went for it, they could have done something really cool in 3 and 4, because 2 is actually pretty cool as well. Like he gets stuck in a prison cell, and he's like the Jinn is in prison with all these these crazy ass motherfuckers and shit, bro. But yeah, I've always enjoyed Andrew Divoff in the role of this, and I just think he's fucking really good and just does his thing. And man, R.I.P. freaking Dumbledore, bro. Crazy. My girl just like, I'm watching Harry Potter all day. I didn't even know till she told me late last night. And I was just watching freaking Sleepy Hollow, and I was like hearing the voice, and I'm like, why do I know that? But she's like, that's Dumbledore. You can't, because his face is shaped. I was like, wow, dude.
We were talking about him yesterday on my show with Dynamite, and Amy from Dynamite mentioned that the Sleepy Hollow bit, that's one of her favorite kills in a movie, is when he gets got and he's at the church and he just pulls him right fucking through. Yeah.
Wraps the thing around the thing, the little fence post, and just right through his damn chest. So all he's like, you stay back. And then he freaking put head between the fence and just, and then I think that's when he comes back too. He rides back, and then that's the big chunky guy when he cuts his head off and it lands between Johnny Depp's legs, and then he just spikes it right through, and he's like, and it passes out. I love Sleepy Hollow.
Dude, I need to watch that. I keep forgetting to watch that.
I love that movie so much. That might be my favorite Tim Burton film. Honestly.
Oh wow! I just got Edward Scissorhands on Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's a great film. Yeah, my
It's
girlfriend got it
tough.
for me.
I'd have
I
to
was
look at his
surprised.
entire filmography, but Sleepy Hollow is not to say it might not be his best film, but for me, that's just a very nostalgic, and I just love the cinematography. Of
Well, you got Beetlejuice too. That's
oh
up there.
yes, oh
Beetlejuice,
yes.
Beetlejuice.
But back to Wishmaster because we can very easily get sidetracked on the show. What up, chill out, man. Yeah, I've always enjoyed this film. I think it's great, and I have a blast with it. You gotta just take it for what it is. It's nothing serious. This is just a very fun, practical effects driven movie. When they were making this, when the script was out, they knew that they'd wanted a practical effects guy to direct this because they wanted it to be very practical effects heavy. And to do a lot of these shots, you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta understand how to shoot some of these scenes. And there is a little CGI here and there, and it's honestly aged pretty well. It's it's you can tell, but it's nothing terrible. And I just think Andrew Divoff is fucking incredible, and I've always been such a fan of this movie, man. I'm glad. I'm happy that Robbie started it off by saying, "Hell yeah!" By saying that, I'm excited to hear what he has to say. We'll start off with P Money though. First time watch. What did you think, bro?
I heard you say a couple times that it's nothing to like some people might not like this,
I just
but
feel
like
the story,
watching it, I can't fathom how you couldn't like this film.
that's what I think.
You know what I mean? Like I don't like you have to be like some type of a weird asshole to not like this film. You know, like the movie starts off with fucking skeletons coming out of the guy's body, like in this ancient time period. Like the setting alone, the way it starts, it's so fucking cool. You know, and then seeing it fast forward to modern times, so fucking cool. There's so many cool little elements to it. The practical effects 20, 30 years later, I don't know how long ago it was. Look incredible, dude. You know, like it looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
It blows me away. You said there's 4 movies, and now I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
you know, you guys got a collection set. I want to get a fucking collection set like that.
You can get,
I want to watch
it's not
them.
too bad, maybe $20.
Yeah,
and it comes with a lot of special features. The first movie has a shit ton of commentaries and special features.
I love that now. Yeah.
So
I always thought it was weird that like people sit there and listen to commentary, and I've been fucking rewatching movies. I'm like, oh, director commentary, oh, cast member commentary. I'm like, this is so cool, dude. It's such a cool thing that you could do that. But super good movie. I thought this was great. If anyone hasn't watched this in the chat, it's free on Amazon, dude. Go and watch it. It is so good. It really is.
Fuck yeah, bro. I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro.
Yeah, this is like my type of like horror type movies that I could sit down and like thoroughly enjoy without being scared. Like it's such a fun ride. It's like going to an amusement park, you know?
Fuck yeah, dude. I always love these types of like this was coming out around the Leprechaun. Freaking
Leprechauns. Yeah.
What was it? There was that one Rumpelstiltskin and stuff when they were kind of trying to do these like evil, like, you know, grim fairy tale type
Once Upon a Time
monster movies, man. And I always just thought this one really stood out. Reason why I say not everybody might not like it because some people might just think it's a little cheesy and they don't get it. But to me, this was just that's why I always say I'm like you gotta just if you're not in it for the story, you're there just to see Andrew Divoff just fuck shit up and just kill a bunch of people in an awesome ass djinn outfit or evil genie outfit. But honestly, I've always just loved the whole movie through and through. Robbie though, man, first time watch since you were fresh out of high school. What was your what are your thoughts, man, coming back to it?
I remember
later.
What I remembered about this movie was it being kind of cheesy and not being too bad or anything like that. But I watched this. All right, I watched this like I worked at Hollywood Video, and it was just something that was on the shelf, and we checked it out. We watched it one night. Very forgettable because I was probably super drunk that night. You know what I'm saying? Just like we were probably wasted. We probably had the gravity bong out, something like that. Back when you had to make them with a 3-liter bottle of Pepsi. I don't even think they make 3-liter bottles anymore. But I picked this up like
no, that was a thing.
I picked this up like a year or two ago, right? And I've never seen 2, 3, or 4 ever. But now I'm definitely going to be diving in because I know that they're going to not be as good as the original. But like, man, I love this movie. Where was this movie my entire life? I should have paid more attention when I first watched this movie, and it should have been a staple, man. I love it. Also, another cameo or horror credit icon that's there is Wes Craven. Wes Craven is the
Yes.
executive producer of the film, and
A
basically they
present.
cut him a check to like help them develop some of the script, and he helped come up with some ideas. But
Yeah,
this
produce
is
it
the
a
year
little.
after Scream, so like Wes Craven was like even a bigger deal at that point than he had ever been, right? But the movie's great. Like you mentioned it, like Andrew, what's his name? His performance is amazing. It is striking. The special effects in this movie are great. Yeah, you're right. The CG is very dated, and it was probably very cheap for its time. It's a cheaply produced movie.
Very early.
That doesn't age it, and it just goes to show you the power of practical effects. Because Perry, I'm glad you mentioned this, because when that dude comes out of that skeleton comes
It
out of
looks
that
so
dude,
good.
it's so awesome and
Yeah.
gnarly. And every time it goes to CG, it's like really cheesy, but it's almost got that like Super Sentai Power Rangers element where I don't give a shit. Like it just still like works for me, and I'm very forgiving of the CG in this. I'll pick apart She-Hulk, but I'm like, you do not fucking talk shit about Wishmaster. This movie's fucking awesome. The main protagonist, the chick, she is fucking terrible. She's insufferable. I don't give a shit about her though. But they balance the movie very well, where the Jinn is like the main character. You got all those cool little cameos sprinkled in. Tony Todd, Robert Englund, Kane Hodder. What the fuck were you thinking with that facial hair, bro? But whatever, as long as it worked for you. If you got some pussy, I'm happy for you. But I love the movie. Special effects heavy, driven, made by horror fans, for horror fans. If you're a horror fan, you've never seen this movie, do what Perry just said. Get on Amazon, goddammit. Watch this movie. It is so fucking good. An underrated, one of the best horror films of the 90s. It's like an 80s horror film in the 90s, and that's actually kind of a rarity, especially in 97.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, especially after coming off of Scream. You know how many movies were just mimicking Scream at that point. Yeah, I'm freaking glad you two enjoyed it, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, highly recommend picking this up. And yes, Wes Craven was like he was almost like a Quentin Tarantino to the Hostel franchise, where it's presents. They literally said that they really just cut him a check just to help market it, because Scream was so big at this time. He did come on to be an executive producer. He went on set maybe a couple times, they said, but he was an influencer there.
He was an influencer
for the editing process.
They wanted John Carpenter first, but when they couldn't get him, they settled, I guess, on Wes Craven.
I think
not a bad settle.
I think Wes Craven fits it a little better, honestly. But
yeah,
John Carpenter would have been cool as well. But I don't think they ever really did much like that. He never really did. John Carpenter was never like a presents guy, you know. I know he has that new that Peacock show coming out, but that's not. He's directing an episode. I think he's directing the first episode, which I'm very excited about. But Scarpet, what are your thoughts on this, brother? Because I know you picked this up a while back, I believe, because I was raving about it to you. So
yeah, I thought the movie is great. It's 90s cheese, and those practical effects are amazing. I mean, I love that it opens, back in the past with this big like slaughterhouse party, and then it ends the movie the same way in the present, so you get that full circle, and all the effects during both those parties are just phenomenal. The practical, the body horror effects, just really, really good. The guy who plays a genie is fantastic. I liked him right from the beginning. Both characters, when he was the genie and when he was his human character, he was great. Yeah, I agree with Robbie. I was going to say the worst part of the movie to me, the lowest part, is the chick. I thought she wasn't miscast, but she just wasn't very good. She came off as just kind of, every time she opened her mouth, started screaming. I wish the genie would just have done something to her, because
her sister can get
maybe
it.
should have been the lead. Maybe
she kept reminding me of somebody, and I can't put my finger on it. I almost want to say the main girl from Day of the Dead or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, she was just annoying.
She reminds me of somebody, but she's not really anybody. She was never really in anything that big, I don't think, from looking at her filmography.
Plus, since the genie is the main character, you don't get a lot of her, so that's good. But everything else.
Show.
What's that?
That girl that said she was Ashlyn in the Hitchhiker TV show.
But the practical effects were great. The music was great. I love this movie. Had a jump scare where they just went boom, and they zoomed in on the phone and it said Southeastern Bell. It was like the first jump scare for a fucking telephone provider. And then she gets up and goes, fuck you.
Oh, and you're right. The music is great in this film, and it's Harry Manfredini, another horror
Right,
icon.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, yeah, it is.
He
Yeah,
did Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
yeah, he done a ton of horror
Created
movies.
it.
And
Oh,
the
yeah,
best
I
part of the
really-
music is it doesn't sound like Friday
Right.
the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great '90s cheese movie. I'll watch this a few different times. I hope the quality does stay up a little bit. Where at least the second one is on the level of this. I know they all won't be, but yeah, I loved it. Great movie, a
Oh,
new
yeah.
classic, I think.
Wishmaster.
We're all just going to sit here in silence till Dylan gets back.
Yeah.
I like what
that.
Evan says. He says Andrew Divoff reminded me of Billy Zane in Demon Knight, an insanely good antagonist
Ooh.
performance in a cheesy horror film. You're right. I mean, that's another one that we did that last year for Horror Fest, right, Dylan? Here,
Yeah.
Demon Knight was another one, like right alongside this movie.
Yeah,
that would be a
because-
great double feature.
I remember him dancing, going "Yippee ki you motherfucking hit guys!"
You podunk hillbilly motherfuckers, some shit like that.
Still
Hell
best thing in the movie.
Which another freaking movie that Scarp had showed me recently with what's his name from Jesus, the bald guy from Demon Knight. That's gonna
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
Oh, Dead Calm.
He
Yeah,
did that
that's a great
movie, Dead Calm, with Nicole Kidman and Sam Neill. Love that movie. And no, we have not done Cube, Albert. Robbie, have you done Cube?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I'm not a fan of Cube, to be honest with you.
I like
I've
Ice Cube.
only seen it once a long time ago.
It was okay. It wasn't great, but that was.
What up, Billy? But shit, man, it looks like a lot of people really enjoyed this, man. I'm really glad a lot of people.
It starts off a little slow. I wasn't sure at first. I think, right once it gets to the party in the beginning, and then I was sold on it.
I was about to be like, starts slow. It starts with a dude skeleton jumping out of his ass.
Dude, you got that one guy. He's like turning into like a snake on the floor,
Well, I
like
think
reaching
what
out.
it was
I was
is-
like, holy shit!
I had
It's
a
like the
little
end
bit
of Cabin. It's like at the end of Cabin of the Woods. Like it's that level of it, like chaos in the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
Like it's so fucking great.
I think
dude.
what it was the beginning, the opening was so good and so cool that when it went from the old time to the new time was a little bit of a letdown
Yeah,
until it really started getting going. But it did really get going pretty.
you're right. After when
I'm
it
with
when it
Scarpa.
cuts to the, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I wish we would have had more of the older time,
Mm.
like that whole setting and area. I could have had like an extra like 15 minutes in the beginning of
Let's
just
somebody
that time
do a
period.
fucking Netflix series or a
Yeah.
Hulu series or some shit like that, right? And
Yeah.
you're right though. Right after that opening prologue, and when it gets to the present day, it's like, okay, is this Friend Zone the movie? What the fuck are we doing here? Like,
Right.
I'm ready for some action. Come on, I'm like the dude playing tennis with the chick. I'm ready for some action.
And since the girl isn't the strongest actress, I didn't think it was tough to go from the beginning to her. But she picks it up, and once it gets past I would say about the first quarter, it's going.
Yeah, it's actually got a good pace as far as that goes, right? It doesn't linger too long on things, and it just kind of keeps everything moving. They could have like kept that dude alive forever, built up that relation. Nah, they're like, man, we don't give it. Nobody's here for the fucking love story, bro. They're here just to see some K&B fucking gnarly
90s.
effects, man. Yeah, dude. And they deliver.
Sometimes you get a little bit let down at the end, like maybe a little tiny bit let down because of these movies, which are basically like time travel movies, where after the resolution, basically the story never happened. So you gotta maybe you feel a little bit let down from that. I wish they could have done something a little bit better than that, but still really good, right through the.
There was one thing that would happen to me, and I was like, all right, so this dude's been like in the fucking stone or whatever for like hundreds of years. How the fuck's he know who Harry Houdini is? Like, what the fuck? How's he know like not only who Harry Houdini is, but how long it took him to get out of the fucking
Well, that's kind of like Sandman. Even though you're down there, you're watching TV and listening to radio and shit. So
Oh, you
we didn't
watching
see that.
Earth?
We didn't see that part of the gym, right, Perry? Where he's like, he's got like his like entertainment room. He's got like
the
a
gym pad, Come
plasma
on.
screen. He's got,
He's like, look at Feudal Leverage Japan just got the fucking guns, dude. This is awesome.
You guys never watched I fucking Dream of Jeannie? She was down there with a fucking bottle. It had all sorts of fucking love shit going on. So, come on.
That'd be kind of cool. Just
Watch I
watch
Dream
the
of Jeannie,
screen
man.
as it's
It's
happening.
classic.
And Billy, he's a diehard Lawnmower Man fan.
Oh, that's a great movie. I wish we should do
I
that.
love
Lawnmower
freaking
The first one was great. So good.
Jeff Fahey, man. Anything with Jeff Fahey, man, I'm always game for.
And Pierce Brosnan.
But yeah, man, it's a chill out, man. Said it was great. I've seen a lot of people say that this movie was great. Albert Langford said it was great.
And it kept surprising me with the scenes too. I mean, by the time we got to that,
it's a fucking treasure.
probably the best scene in the movie where those statues are coming alive, the steel statue and all the other ones that are fighting. I love that. You know, I don't know if that was CGI. Was that CGI? You think it must have been?
No, those were dudes in suits.
Was it dudes in suits?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's cool.
it was cool.
Man,
I love
his beard in that, bro. It what tapers down. Shit is so funny.
I gotta say, like, I really enjoyed a lot of like the dialogue too, like with characters, like with the pharmacist and the homeless guy, or like when the chick went back to the shipping dock or whatever and was like, "Hey, where'd you find this gem?" And he's like, "Oh, I sold it for a couple hundred. You think I got screwed?" And she's like, "Royally," you know, like that shit's just so funny, dude. Like the way they were talking was hilarious. But that homeless guy with the pharmacist was just like, oh, like this is great, dude.
Dude,
like, I love this homeless guy.
When Reggie Bannister's like, actually, I do own the fucking sidewalk because I pay taxes and you're a fucking bum. He's like, well, I hope you fucking die of cancer, you piece of shit.
What kind of cancer? Painful cancer. I was sold on this movie where the fucking genie promises guy $1 million and then blows up his fucking mother on a plane. I said, yeah, baby, that's the way to do it.
That homeless guy, by the way, this is the second genie film I can think of him in because he's in Sorority Babes in the Slime Bowlerama, right? He's the security guard or whatever at the bowling alley.
And that was a genie in that movie too, was it?
Exactly, yeah, and locked in a bowling trophy. And if you haven't seen that one, Perry,
I have not. What's the name of that? That sounded crazy.
Sorority Babes in the Slime Ball Bowlorama.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
And the sequel just came out last year.
Oh yeah, I need to watch that.
So I was gonna say, what would be your guys' maybe favorite kill scene? I was gonna say, that like big party scene when there's just a whole bunch of kills going on, because I think that would have been a very hard scene to do. You're getting Tony Todd kind of being, you know, the Houdini kill where he's just like, you know, just the one split of a second, he's just in it, just chilling, and then he's, you know, freaking being drowned. And then
Tony Todd's character is so badass in the movie too. He does not trying to take any shit from this dude, man.
Johnny Valentine.
He looks weird. He's like skinnier, he's clean, he's suave, man. I was like, why didn't this guy get like more bigger roles? Like he could have been. I think I've always thought he was a great actor, you know. And I think he kind of got horror. He kind of just got horror based, you know.
Yeah, he was great. He played a Klingon in Deep Space Nine, and he was fantastic.
Oh yes, he did.
Whoops, brother. So.
He was in Beastmaster 2 as well. I'm pretty sure he was in the second Beastmaster, I want to say. But yeah, like Robert Englund like throws up like a freaking like a little
bug
creature, which I did love when they go into the Ruby too, and you see like that little at first, every time I see it, it almost makes me think of Pumpkinhead for a split second. And then when it fully comes out, like you gotta see it, bro. It's just like how the monster looks like when it's coming out. The tip of its head just kind of has like a Pumpkinhead look type to it. It's not obviously, but for some reason it reminds me of that. But yeah, that kill in like that big party scene was just awesome because you got like a few different kills where the one guy gets like a pipe through his face, and his face is like kind of doing like a Tim Burton Beetlejuice thing where it's kind of like swaying to the side or like melting in a way, and you get the piano key like wires coming out and just fucking people up. I thought there was a lot had to be put into that, and I think they did a great job with it. Perry, what would have been your favorite kill scene?
Well, I gotta say, I piggyback off of you with that. The whole big scenes with a bunch of murder stuff going on, like that's fucking peak, right?
Yeah.
In the beginning, though, there was one that I want to highlight that is probably just nobody paid attention. I don't know. You would think you wouldn't pay attention. Where there's one person, they get thrown up against the wall, and it looks like they go into like the Star Wars carbonite, where they just hit the wall and they instantly like turn into the stone. I couldn't stop laughing, dude. I was like, holy shit, that is the craziest thing ever, dude.
Well, and it was only 10 years after Empire Strikes Back. So
I thought that was so funny, dude. I was like, that is the greatest thing I've seen, dude. Because they literally took something from Star Wars and did it like exactly the same, but in a completely different setting and different like type of way, and it just worked perfectly. I thought that was great. So I wanted to highlight that one. The Han Solo scene.
What would be yours, Robbie?
I mean, it's the skeleton crawling out of the dude is like my favorite single kill. Like that's just so freaking cool and gnarly, and they pulled it off. But outside of that, like, because kind of like you mentioned, Perry, it's so ridiculously cheesy. But when they turn Kane Hodder into glass and he like walks through him and like he breaks, like it's so fucking stupid, but I love it so much because it's so cheesy. They're like, how are we gonna do this? And I'm sure that they were like, oh, we can do this practically. They're like, no, don't worry, guys. We'll do that in post, man. We're going to make that work, right? Bro, it's so fucking stupid, but I love it, man. What about you, Scarpad?
There's so many of them. Just the scenes with the I think when some of the cops there was that one scene where he's fighting and he rips the guy's face in half. I love that. That was a great scene. But there's so many of them.
Kane Hodder's death.
It's so much to pick. The whole thing practically was great. I do want to agree to chill out, man. If I had a gin, I'd keep them in my bong too, especially if it was like a water bong.
Oh,
he'd just be down there too stoned to try to take over the
world, like an evil bong, man. And you'd rub your bong and smoke would come out, man.
You'd be like, I would try to conquer the world. But
come on, Scarpad, blow me already.
The guy that did the screenplay for this did a couple good ones. He did the Hellbound Hellraiser 2 screenplay. He did Hellraiser 3 Hell on Earth. He also did Hellraiser Bloodline.
Yeah.
And then he did Wishmaster. And then Prisoners of the Sun, which I don't think I've heard of, but he has a couple bangers in there, that's for sure. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that guy did some good shit. Perversions of Science. I don't know what that is.
Ooh.
But
it's
yeah,
good, whatever it is.
Big screenplays for sure. I know Robbie had mentioned the music in this, done by Harry Manfredini, and you just gotta throw it out there, or Manfredini, however the hell you say it. I mean, this guy's a legend. Did the Friday the 13th score, which we all know and love to this day, and he even remixed it a couple times, like in Friday the 13th Part 3, and made it a little more
fucking disco theme, man.
Disco-y, yeah.
My God. Boom, 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 boom. So good, man. I love that shit.
Dude's just an absolute legend. Deep Star 6 did the house score. I absolutely love anything that he's on. I'm always gonna pay a little more closer attention to. There's anybody, I know Robbie will want to say something, but Perry or Scarpad, would there be anything you guys want to throw out about the score? Perry?
I feel like it complemented the film very well. It was a good score, high score.
Scarpad, you want to say anything? Because I know Robbie's gonna just fuck it up. So
it didn't draw attention to itself. It's a good score. No, I enjoyed it.
Robbie, time to let
okay,
loose.
This is what I love about this score is it doesn't sound like Harry's typical work. It doesn't have those like stabby strings and shit like that. He's like playing with this like choral type thing. Sounds very creepy. It sounds like something you would expect to hear in The Mummy, right? Or something like that, right? So it's kind of got that vibe to it. It almost feels like late 90s era like horror video game music, almost in a way. Like it feels like something from Doom or Wolfenstein or something like that. It feels like music like that at times. A lot of just atmospheric, tonal type stuff, but it works. And it does have some of those common Manfredini tropes, but it actually works. And I was super impressed with the music. In fact, when I put the Blu-ray in, I just let that menu play for a long time after the movie ended, especially like just to hear that bit again over and over. I love the music. I think it's great.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I miss when they would put like the score on the freaking menu, man. They don't do that no more.
Love you too, Alfred.
Yeah, I think freaking Ted Raimi has a good little cameo in there too, and he's just being a little fucking douchebag and just, hey, what the fuck's going on here, man?
He's a douchebag in every movie.
You gotta be careful with that. Yeah,
he is.
He's fine by the end of it though, right? So, yeah.
Yeah.
They undo time. Spoilers, but yeah.
Who's your favorite? Who's your Who was your favorite kill out of the three horror icons? Jason, Freddy, Candyman.
Well, I named one of them. It was the Kane Hodder one. That one just cracks me the fuck up how bad it
That
is.
one is
Man.
funny. I'd probably go with that one, and then I like Freddy's, but yeah, I'd go with Kane Hodder's is just like the most iconic, even though it's a little cheesy, but it's still just freaking hilarious, man. What up, Fable? I almost ain't recognize this thing. He changed his picture. Yeah, though. I guess we could go on to the favorite kill score. I guess what the movie's trying to say, and then trying to think, and then we could probably rate it, or as always, you could do style and structure, and then what the movie's trying to say, and then we'll come back and rate it. I'd say the style, fantastic. I think this movie is nothing like anything else you've seen in the 90s. The looks of this movie, like back in the Persian times, looks fantastic. I could get a whole movie. They should have done a prequel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In like Persian times, that'd have been cool as hell to see.
I was going to ask you, because you said you watched the other three films.
Yeah.
I was going to ask if any of them took place back in the day in that time period, because that would have been great for one of those.
The second, like I said, they go to the jail. They're like, he's like in this huge state prison. And then 3 and 4, I've had trouble.
He went to state prison. The fucking genie went to state prison, man.
He got hit with a bid.
The genie should at least went to fucking federal prison. What a fucking downer!
It might be a federal. It could be.
I bet he had a fucking killer time in prison though, because like so many people like
he did.
There's got to be something you want to wish for. One of my favorite things about this movie that is cheesy is that he's always like trying to get people like he's like the smallest little thing. Somebody says, "Damn, I'm hot. I bet you wish you had an air conditioner. Tell me, take a chance." It was so good, man.
He's selling him the wishes, man. That's
yeah. No, old school salesman.
This dude saw Tony Todd on the set, and he was just like, "Damn, I gotta get my voice to the right level here, so they don't dub me with Tony Todd." Because there was a moment where I was like, "Is Tony Todd doing the voice of the genie?"
Yeah. No, I really want to watch the second one after the show. Honestly, now that I've gotten really kind of pumped to watch these. I might watch 3 and 4 again, but 2 especially. This is a good collection to own. Honestly, 3 and 4 I wouldn't say are like terrible or anything. They're definitely worth watching. It's just once you lose Andrew Divoff, it's just a little bit of a bummer because his voice and everything is so good, and just the way he like Robbie said, the way he like tricks people into, and that's why the second one is very good because they're in prison, so it's like he's just getting these suckers here and there, man.
I bet you wish you had 2 packs of ramen, don't you?
Yeah. The dude has just like a lounge lizard fucking air to him too, like a fucking real suave lounge lizard type of guy. So he's good.
No, definitely, and I highly recommend checking out Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. That's another fun one. And it's got Brad Dourif in it. Who else is in it? Brad Dourif. And like I said, Andrew Divoff is in that. And a few other guys. I can't remember their names, but that's a really, really good film. And what's up, Dr. Doom? But yeah, style, fantastic. Structure of this movie, I think it's very well paced. I'm not as crazy about the main girl in this. I thought they could have maybe done a little bit better, but I think the Jinn is just so damn cool that you just don't really care about anything else. You're just here for the evil genie and Andrew Divoff's character. And that becomes like, you know what I mean? He becomes, in just one movie, he becomes like, you're like, damn, bro, this guy is awesome. Like, if they would have kept just Andrew Divoff the whole time, I really thought they could have done like something really.
I have to ding it though. I have to ding it though for the lack of titty. Not enough titty. No titty.
Yeah.
Well, you got the hot sister there. You need some hot sister titty. Never fucking happened, but
ancient Persian titties.
Yeah, no. Especially back then, you could have belly dancing titty, all sorts of shit, man.
In '97, they were being fucking assholes about everything,
Prudes.
Prudes.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Rip a guy's stomach out. You can cough up a bug, but don't show a titty.
If this would have been in the '80s, this thing would have been a damn gore.
Oh, we're before titties, yeah.
It would have been gore fest, tit fest, everything. Bush fest.
Right, Bush fest. But yeah, by '90s, the Bush was more or less gone, unfortunately.
Yeah. No more Bush. No more Bush.
But yeah, and then the only thing I'd say for what the movie's trying to say is be careful what you wish for.
Mhm.
Perry, what do you think of the style and structure, and what do you think it's trying to say, brother?
I like the style and structure. I think Robbie hit the nail on the head when he said it was an 80s movie in the 90s. And I wonder why, or maybe they do, but I wonder why they don't make films like that anymore. Because it's like, I don't know. I watch newer horror films and they almost like what is it, like elevated? Like who gives a shit? Like I just want to see some
Yeah.
practical effects demon or monster do some cool shit with some awesome kills and like not too serious. I don't need to think that much. I'm gonna enjoy some popcorn, maybe get a blowy after, like just chill, like that's the type of movies that they just don't make anymore for some reason. Same with comedies, it just doesn't exist anymore, and I don't understand why, because they're so good.
Describe this movie to everybody. This is a movie you just want to lay back, chill, have some popcorn, get a blowy after.
Yeah, good movie to get
you know what I
blowy
mean? Like that type of a vibe.
Yeah, nothing you have to pay too much attention
That's how I
to
would
while you're getting
describe
blowy.
this film.
Yeah,
like you gotta go in just prepared to have fun with it,
The only thing I think I didn't like that I think they could have did better was the beginning when they were reading the text on the background of the gin, whatever. I wish it almost would have been like a Texas Chainsaw opening where there was some B-roll footage in the background and maybe it was like a scroll with somebody reading the text on the scroll, because it was just like text with a black background. I'm like, all right, it's kind of lazy, dude.
They should have used Angus Scrim to read it, honestly.
Yeah,
they used
cool,
they used him for a little bit of that like opening intro or the dialogue. They should have just used him for that too. Just got their money's worth for the man, because his voice is so good.
But so style, I loved it. I wish there was more like that nowadays. The pacing was great. And then what the movie's trying to say, like you said, be careful what you wish for. And I think it kind of almost highlights how impulsive people are to do things without any thought behind them. And in turn, it gets you fucking killed in this way. But like realistically, a lot of people go around their daily lives making impulsive decisions, not even realizing the thought of what they're actually doing, And I think this movie kind of like highlights that a little bit. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Fuck yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Robbie, style, structure, and what do you think it's trying to say, my brother?
Well, the style's great. The special effects are amazing. The pacing of the movie, I think, is good. It's short. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and has a good, even in some of the parts where maybe you get like dulled out, it only lasts for just a moment, and then it moves on to the next bit. It has some nice spaced out kill scenes throughout. It's a very enjoyable movie, style and structure wise. As far as the theme, I mean, it's not trying to reach too hard, but I mean, there is the obvious, like, be careful what you wish for, as with any kind of wish thing, right? Like Wonder Woman 84, I renounce my wish. Bob? Alistair! Anyway, so I haven't done that bit in a minute. But it's almost like also like the idea of wishing in the first place, it comes from this idea of like scarcity, right? Where you're focusing on what you don't have. So a wish is to replace something that you wish you had that you didn't have, right? And the main character, as much as we don't give a shit about her, that's what she's dealing with. She's like holding on to the death of her parents and not really fully embracing her relationship with her sister, who she saved, who's right there, super supportive of her, right? Throughout the entire movie. She's always there, and she's always like more concerned about herself and her grief and her loss and her scarcity and what she wants and what she lacks, that she can't see that from her sister. She can't see it from her friend who's like there, wants to go out with her, like loves her, wants to take care of her and all this kind of shit. So it's kind of about that. So it is about be careful what you wish for, but be careful why you are wishing. We need to focus more on what we have in our lives and less on what we don't have.
Fuck yeah, brother. Well said as always. Well said. Scarpad, what do you think about the style and structure, and what do you think it's trying to say?
Style is great style, 90s style. I love the very kind of like hipness of it, and tongue, right in cheek, because it didn't take itself seriously. What's trying to say? Just have fun. Choose your wishes wisely. And if your girlfriend wants to go to the movies and have dinner, that means you're going to get laid. If she wants to go to a baseball game and have hot dogs, chances are you're not going to. So I picked that up from the beginning and the end. It was a great movie. I had fun with it. And no,
I've totally gotten
Love
laid
it.
after baseball games, by the way.
after hot dogs.
But with
Yeah.
a horror movie, you can at least guarantee a blowy.
At least the blowy.
Well, I'm talking about in the movies, though. Actually, at the movies, a blowy at the movies. If you go to the movies,
Yeah, I've been
otherwise,
there. Yeah. it's
no
fine.
hot dogs in the bleachers.
What kind of hot dog?
You never
Yeah,
tried.
man.
You never tried the dick in the hot dog bun trick.
That's it's better than a
My
popcorn
dick
bucket.
in a
man.
box.
My dick in the box.
Chill out,
Wiener in
man.
between
Says,
a bun.
what would your guys' wishes be?
Ooh, if I have 3 wishes, can I wish for more wishes?
No, I think it was only one wish. No one
Okay,
got 3
I'm
wishes.
just
this
making
one.
sure. You know?
No, there was more than one wish because
Only
I
the
thought
chick got 3 wishes because 3
Yeah.
wishes is what ends the world or some
Yeah.
shit.
Right, and
brain
half the
seemed,
wishes
like,
was
fully in
his
there or
wish.
whatever.
So just one wish. What would your one wish be? The biggie.
Hmm.
I would wish for a wallet that always had a $20 bill in it.
A never-ending supply of 20.
Yeah, just magically.
Why 20? Why not like at least like 100?
I know, like I
Yeah.
go to buy a car, I'm like, hold on a second, 20.
Hold on.
I gotta close it, put it back in my wallet for it to for it to respawn. So I like,
Why was I thinking so low?
Yeah, I would just, if I could sneak it in there, I'd be like health and wealth. I'd be like, I need those 2 things for my one wish.
I would like a wallet that always has a hundy in it and a blowy.
Yeah.
I'd like a
Now
tab
you
at my
want
local.
wealth, but you're never gonna get a blowy ever.
Actually, I would probably be it would be something stupid and like very spontaneous, and I'd be like, Ecto Cooler needs to be year round. Bring back
Yeah.
pudding pops. It would be something stupid like that.
We're like, you stupid motherfucker.
I want them to make Count Chocula with oats again.
Did they do that?
They don't make
It
it with
looked-
oats anymore. They used to make it with oats. It used
Oh,
to be
they
better.
made it like instant.
Yeah.
They made it with oats.
Yeah, it'd be something stupid. I'd be like, I want the McLean Deluxe back. I want the McRib year round.
Snack wrap. They McDonald's needs to bring back the snack
Dude,
wrap.
Burger
Yeah.
King's trying to
Well,
step
you
up
know,
their game. They
Gary's
got a
right.
snack wrap now.
Do they really?
It probably sucks though because it's Burger King. But
Oh yeah, BK does. I think freaking Wendy's has a snack wrap now too.
I'd bring back the enchilito in its original form. Like it would be something stupid like that,
Oh,
y'all.
Yeah.
Oatmeal
was your-
swirlers needs to come back.
I want to bring back Squirt.
Oh shit, ruby red squirt, baby. Love that shit.
BK, you need to bring back the Universal Monster toys again.
Yeah, I bring back Orbits, the drink with all the fucking floating balls of gelatin in it.
Oh my god.
Zima.
You need to
I would probably want if I could wish for anything, it would probably be like a TARDIS. You know, the ability to go anywhere in space and time is probably. I don't think there's anything cooler than that. You know.
That'd be sweet. That would be
Just end up running a lot.
Well, yeah, you know, just and I can talk to anyone in any language. It's the power of the TARDIS.
Scarlet, did you say what your wish would be, motherfucker?
You can bite my sandwich wrap. I did. I would want a never-ending tab at my local weed constabulary.
Yeah. I bet
Yeah, but if
would.
you had a never-ending supply of $20 bills and blowies, you wouldn't need that.
Yeah,
True.
you get all the
You just get
I'm
farm
gonna,
at
I'm
some
gonna,
point.
I'm gonna switch that to cocaine and blowies. Then.
cocaine and hookers.
Well, you don't have to wish for the blow if you have cocaine.
Yeah,
They just naturally come your way.
right. They just naturally come. So I guess we'll jump into the rating. Scarpat, I'll start with you, brother, and I'll go last. What would your rating be? Man, Rob Worst came on, and I freaking love the 1 to 4 thing. It's harder, but I love always thinking about
4
that
stars?
old Showtime vote. That's just stuck with me. But out of 1 to 5, what would you give?
I would give this 4 solid blowies.
4 solid blowies. Nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro. Hell yeah. Robbie, what would you give it?
I love this movie. It's going to be in the rotation now. I'm going to show it to all my friends. All my people are going to have to watch this movie, and I love it. It's got some wonky CG, but I'm very forgiving of that. But it does have a main character that I don't really give a shit about, so I do dock it a little bit for that. So I'll go 4.69.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Yeah, you're there. Like I was saying, I think I said it when you walked away. You're there for the freaking the gin. You know, you're there for the gin, not for the main chick.
I'm there for the gin and the jizz, bro. That's all.
Gin and the jizz, motherfucker. The gin and the juice. Perry, what would you rate it? And before I forget, anybody in the chat, make sure you guys throw your rating down below if you were able to check this movie out. And if you didn't, like Perry said, it's on Amazon Prime right now. And if you don't have Amazon Prime, I'm sure it's on Tubi or Pluto.
Yeah.
I got a new wish now. I would wish for the Ghostbusters Firehouse. I really want that. I would wish for the entire Masters of the Universe vintage lineup in mint condition.
Oh my gosh.
No, I would wish that I was in Karate Kid.
You'd be like, God damn it, just pick already, Robbie.
I would wear that genie out.
You would. Oh man. That's
I'd say out of 5, I'm probably gonna give it a 5 out of 5, and out of 4, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 4. I think it was really good. I wanna like buy the collection set you guys showed. I want to watch the other 3 films. I thought it was super cool. I like that type of horror film. You know, like this is my type of movie to watch. You know, very good for me.
Fuck yeah, right the hell yeah, bro. I love to hear that. Yeah, man, I'm right there with freaking Robbie. There's not much on this that I don't like. The main chick is a little, you know, she's not bad or anything. I just don't really care for her as much. The CGI is, you know, a little dated, but that's just gonna happen, and it doesn't bother me at all. It's not where it's like, this is just god awful, terrible. Like I can't stand it, because they do so much practical effects that it's just, you know, it stands the test of time. I'll go 4.75 because there's not much wrong with this film. It's just a damn blast, dude, and I love it so much, and I always have, and I'm just so glad you guys enjoyed it, man. Shit, fucking, I'm happy as hell about that, man. Really, man. I wasn't sure how you guys would like it. I've always just thought this movie was so much fun. Love it.
This is the sleeper hit of Horror Fest, bro. I guarantee.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I know you was like, man, this shit probably gonna be trash. You wasn't sure because it'd been so long since you seen it.
Oh, don't worry. That's gonna be y'all next week.
Well, you won't be here next week. You'll give me your rating in the chat, and I'll let them know. And be like, yep, that sounds.
Oh god, right. That's right. Those 3 movies are coming up, aren't
they? He's like, I purposely planned to not be there for that shit.
Unfortunately, shit just happened. I'm sorry, I can't be here.
Shit might be happening for me too.
The Evan said
next week is just gonna be Dylan. Nobody wants to rewatch Halloween Ends.
Not that bad. I was just watching.
Actually, I'm thinking about more like the ending in number 2 is bad.
Scarpad will be there. Scarpad will be there. He'll fucking be there. Otherwise, I'll fucking.
The first one was really watchable. The first one was watchable, but after that, they ain't got him up.
Bro, shut the fuck up, bro. Halloween Kills is fucking sick as hell.
Which one is Halloween Kills? The second one?
This man, he's gonna talk without even knowing what is what.
The ending sucked on the second one. It was terrible.
Bro, I'm not talking. I don't care about the ending. I care about him fucking up like 40 people throughout the whole movie.
They're already arguing about next week.
I'm there for the goddamn story. I'm there for Michael Myers to fucking cutthroats, take names, and kick some fucking ass.
Fuck that dude. Let him go fucking live in a sewer. Oh,
I'll tell you what. See, part 3, Halloween Ends. Like that's what happens when you don't take your Metamucil and you're over 60 years of age, right?
That Metamucil shit is expensive. I just bought some of that. $25 fucking dollars for that shit.
Yeah, for like
$25 fucking dollars. Yeah, for a little fucking thing. But I could have got a fucking jug
and they
for
want
like $5 more. But who the fuck needs a jug?
And they want you to take it like 3 times a day. I read on the back one time.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in some whiskey and see what that shit tastes like.
4 out of 5 from Evan. 5
I
from
take my Metamucil and whiskey.
Oh, that's
shaken, not stirred.
You get to be fucking 60. You'll take your Metamucil anyway and get it.
They got the orange whiskey now. Just add a little orange zest to it.
That's all you need, man. That's all you need.
Chill Out Man gives it a 5. Evan gives it a 4. Two Gun first time watch 4.0 slips. Sammy gives it a 4. And hell yeah, when the name changes says Wishmaster. I don't know if he's saying a 2 or if he's just saying what. He just says Wishmaster 2. So yeah, man, we got a 4.75 from me, 4.69 from Robbie, 5 from Perry. And what did you give it, Scarpad? 4?
4.
4.25? I can't.
No, just 4.
4?
4.
So I'd say we probably got an average score of 4.69, brother.
And I gotta say,
that means I'm right.
maybe we should have done all
you're
4
right.
of these. We should have done
You're
all
like,
4
I'm
of these
always right,
tonight.
motherfucker.
We should have done all 4 of these tonight, and then just Halloween 2018 next week. That would have worked.
It doesn't work like that, bro. They're so easy to watch. Shut up. You've seen them already. You own them. Usually, at least get some worth out of the 4Ks.
I know. I was so disappointed in the last one, but maybe it changed on video.
Maybe, bro. Like I said, you can watch them all in a row.
The fucking dudes hang out in a sewer. The whole fucking half of the movie. Fucking people are giving Michael Myers fucking sandwiches in a fucking sewer.
What?
He fucking Michael Myers is fucking sitting there like
bro,
a fucking
Perry hasn't seen it.
older than me. 65
Perry,
years
you ain't
old.
seen
in a
Halloween
sewer.
Ends?
No, I'm only on. I just finished H2O.
It's
so.
H2O's great.
Yeah, it's
fucking
He's
dude.
been spoiled Perry the whole time.
You ain't enough to kill a.
Damn, maybe I should be here next week.
What the
We'll just get
fuck?
Dylan all riled the fuck up. I'd be like, dude,
That
they
movie
all fucking suck.
That movie sucked, man.
I like parts of Kills. I really
Fuck
do,
me.
man. I really do like.
No, I'm talking about the last one. Kills wasn't too bad.
Yeah, End
What up,
sucks.
Kevin?
The end of Kills was horrible, but the rest of the movie's all right.
I'm afraid if I rewatch it, I'll like it, and so I don't like.
Hey, I was rewatching it last night, and you'll have to see what I think. But honestly, just watch it, bro. It ain't that, bro.
Dude, you got David Gordon Green on speed
Resurrection-
dial or something, man?
Resurrection
What
better
the
than
fuck, dude? Is that your homie?
Fucking
Like,
just
is he, like,
watch it, man.
he's sending you marshmallows or something? What's going on, man? Why
Who?
are you on his ass so much?
Oh,
David Gordon Green, man, you love that.
Don't
dude.
rank on this guy.
No,
This
no,
guy,
I
this
do
guy's
not.
doing a new fucking. He's doing a
been
new
saying.
fucking Exorcist trilogy, man. And
Oh
that's-
yeah,
I've been saying
instead
that.
of one girl,
I'm not.
2 girls. 2 girls. This
dude.
dude's
What's
got-
crazy is the
this
One
third.
dude's
cup?
gotta figure it out,
I've
man.
already heard the leak. The third part of that trilogy, it's not even a demon possessing somebody; it's an angel.
Really?
oh
That's not
Castiel.
bad. That's
That'd be
interesting.
crazy.
Actually, that would be interesting.
Dude, I don't.
Fuck, I was just lying.
I want the Exorcist
Oh.
to be good, but I don't think it's. I have very low hopes for it, honestly.
I saw
I
the
am
new
not-
trailer yesterday and saw X, and it didn't look good. But I saw the Thanksgiving trailer, and I'm
That
there for
looks
that,
fucking
bro.
awesome, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't
already
seen that
got
yet.
that.
Oh,
That's-
you got to do Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm doing it. I already
Oh,
got
nice.
it on the
Perfect.
list. I already got it on the list because you know I'm.
You're like,
close
thank
to that.
God Eli Roth's coming out with this movie because we're running out of Thanksgiving.
I was
horror
like, yeah, we're
films.
running out of Thanksgiving movies.
Yeah, we already did the one. What was the one that we did last year? I
Blood
loved
Rage.
that movie.
Blood
What?
Rage.
Oh
Blood
yeah,
Rage, yeah.
that
That's
was a fun
classic.
That was a
movie.
good one.
That's a damn classic. But yeah, I'm so hyped for that. Yeah, I mean, I hope Exorcist is good, but I don't have major high expectations after it's Halloween. Like, you know.
Oh, I thought you love those Halloween movies, Dylan. You should be super excited.
I don't love them. I do enjoy them though.
I'm just fine.
I don't think I'm there for Michael Myers. I'm not there for the story.
The only thing I want,
Fable,
to
Exorcist 3 is the greatest psychological thriller of the 90s. I don't give a shit what anybody says. The only thing that comes close is
Fable's gonna come out.
Wishmaster.
He's like, you hear it here first. Exorcist 3, Exorcist Believers, way better than Exorcist 3. And Robbie's gonna like pop in.
I'm gonna lose my fucking shit. Yeah,
I told
at this Exorcist review, I think Fable might. I hope Fable, you better be there. God damn it, go watch the movie. Be there with us on Blood Splatter Chatter when we talk about that for Horror Fest. Because I swear to God, I swear to the gods, I swear to Pazuzu, you better not like that better than Exorcist 3. Exorcist 3's. Sorry.
The only thing I want to fucking
great
see in
movie.
the sewer is a fucking Ninja Turtle, not fucking Michael Myers.
Do you remember we did Exorcist
Talking
here a
about
couple
it.
years
Jerry has
ago?
not seen it, Scarpad.
We did Exorcist a couple years ago or whatever for Horror Fest here, and like Perry was like watching it for the first time, and like he was. So, I'm glad you're sleeping better now, Perry.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. I'm cool with it now.
Nightmares aren't coming as bad as they used to.
Yeah, no night terrors. I stopped screaming in my sleep.
But yeah, so as you see, as we've all made it known, next week will be Halloween, David Gordon Green's Halloween trilogy, which Robbie was the one who told me to do this in the first place. But Evan, also my brother Evan, said
I
it was
think
a great
Verno
idea.
suggested it too.
I
Though.
actually though, man, when I go back and watch them, they're not that. They're better to. I think they're better to binge as like an actual 3-part because it's meant like 1 and 2 are literally based in the same night, and then 3 starts off at the same night and then does like a little jump. But yeah, it'll be a good conversation nonetheless. If you like it or not, it'll still be a fun talk.
Michael Myers was homeless for fucking 20 years in that last one, man.
Dude,
By
he's
the time-
homeless in every
But
movie.
by the time he got fucking done, he was collecting COVID checks. At the end of the
Michael
fucking
Myers has
movie.
never been a homeowner, Scarpad, just so you know. Okay. Don't
Yeah, but he
condescend to
hung-
Dylan. He's never
he
owned a
hung around
home.
the bushes and shit. He didn't fucking live in a sewer, man.
Hey, I own a home.
I want my Michael Myers out in the open where you can see
I'm
him.
not like
Not in the
Michael
fucking
Myers.
sewer.
I own a home. I'm not just living in my
The dude got
my
fucking
dad's old house.
sandwiches fucking delivered to him, and he could barely kill the fucking dude who was crippled that came down there. He was like an 80-year-old Michael Myers. Just what the
At least
fuck,
Laurie
man?
James is Michael Myers in any of that trilogy. Yeah, so next week will be fun, no doubt. As always, we'll be here probably about 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm thinking maybe 9. Yeah, save some of that for next week, Scarpad.
Right.
Save some of that for next week. Watch the movies again before you rally yourself up, motherfucker. So yeah, I can't wait for that. And Robbie has opera this week too.
Nope. No, it's the winner of the audience choice. It's the winner of the
yeah.
poll. It is actually Tales from the Hood, everybody.
Why did I pass? Why? Oh, you're the. This one was like far. It was like behind.
Yeah, this is the.
Yeah, I just have the mystery.
Yeah, this is the. This is it. This is the thumbnail. This is the movie Tales from the Hood. I've already revisited it. I haven't seen it since high school, and
It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie, y'all. Like I thought this movie was way goofier. This movie's really profound, dude.
It is goofy, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, but it's actually it goes for it, and it's actually very socially relevant. I actually love this movie. I thought it was great, dude. I haven't seen it since high school, so this is gonna be a good conversation. So PCP Army actually did a solid, and you picked a good one this year.
People love that movie, dude. I think you guys will have a blast with that. Yeah, and it looks like Verno's doing Deadstream.
Yeah, I've never seen that still, so I hear it's good. So
yeah, I actually enjoyed that film. It was not bad, not bad film. It was new. It's like a Shudder exclusive.
Spoilers, Teal. Perry, have you seen Tales from the Hood?
I have not. I've seen Leprechaun in the Hood.
Bro, you need to watch it. You're gonna love it.
I saw Leprechaun in space.
Shit.
Yeah.
But you know what he was never in? A fucking sewer. Not unlike that Michael Myers bitch.
I just wish the turtles showed up in that last Halloween movie. That'd be cool, right? Michelangelo's sitting there with Michael, and he's like, never pay full price for late pizza. And you're like, bro, this is 2023. That don't exist anymore, bro. If it's late, it's just late.
Fucking Ninja Turtles would kick his ass.
They used to do that. Remember, they would give you free pizza if it wasn't there by a certain amount of time. Now they're like, bro, it'll get there when it gets there.
30 minutes or less movies, like all about. He's like 31 minutes, dude. He's like, bro, you live all the way across town.
And in the first Spider-Man movie, he got fired for fucking being.
It's pizza time.
Yeah, buddy. Some Leppy in the Hood. Gonna do no good. I love that one.
It's a good one.
Spidey never did a Wishmaster in space.
Yeah, they should have done it.
Wishmaster in the fucking hood. That's what it is.
He goes to prison.
Well, that's
Damn, Perry. Shit.
I'm glad you guys all enjoyed this movie, man. I had a blast rewatching this because it's been a couple years since I've seen this. Not very long, but maybe like 2 or 3 years. So actually, this first time I got to watch my collection set, so I was very glad to do that, and I'm just very happy you guys enjoyed it, man. And you guys see what I've always seen in this movie because I always thought it was a sleeper hit, man. I never heard a lot of people talk about it, so really glad you guys all enjoyed it, man. Freaking Perry gave this sucker a 5, man. That's what I'm talking
Perry's
about.
on Amazon right now buying this shit up. That's what he's doing.
As always, though, like I said, next week Halloween trilogy. And me and Scarpad just dropped a season 1 review for Star Trek because I've been going back rewatching the OG series, and I've been having a blast with it, Robbie. It's been dope as fuck.
Well, I saw you drop
now
the
on
season
season
1
2.
retrospective, so season 2 is the best. Season 2 is the peak
Is it
of
really?
TOS, yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
why
some of
Yeah,
the
I
episodes
just
of
watched
season 1.
episode 1. So I
See,
can't
season
wait.
1 is my favorite, but
All right. For me, it's 2, but
yeah,
can we agree 3's the worst?
two's great. Two's a great season.
Yeah, but
Three's-
three's bad.
it's
Three's
great.
where they're like,
Three's-
maybe Chekhov can be sexy.
Yeah, I know, because I was like, wait, because I remember Anton Yelchin was Chekhov, and I was like, he's not in season 1. And then
He comes late.
I watched
He was in
episode
season 1 because
1 of
Khan
season 2.
saw him, but we'll get into that.
That's some fan fiction right there, Scarpad. He wasn't there, man. That's the one thing about
He
Wrath
was
of
in the
Khan.
background. He was in the background. He was in the bathroom doing a fucking episode. Don't fucking tell me. You know.
We need that deleted scene where it's like him and Khan, like Chekhov and Khan, like pissing next to each other in opposite urinals and having a conversation, awkward conversation.
Well, third is the weakest. It still has some really good episodes in it.
Well, his favorite is the original series. I know he told me that a few times, that the OG series is his all-time favorite. Then you said Deep Space Nine, and then The Next Generation.
DS9 is my favorite, then TNG, then TOS.
Then TOS.
We do agree that Enterprise is the worst out of those original series. Like Enterprise.
No. Go back and I went back and rewatch it. I liked Enterprise. I don't like them all. The last season's pretty good though.
Do you always skip the intro though?
I would say the last season is really good.
Okay, that's what I hear, but I never made it.
The first season, yeah, just watch it by itself. You don't have to watch the other ones. Pretty much got a reboot.
Oh yeah,
but there's some good ones in the Enterprise. So for me, Voyager's my worst series.
Oh, okay, I can dig that.
And as always, we'll have a James Bond review coming up tomorrow. Did I post it?
I don't know. Did you?
Y'all and Roger Moore now?
I don't know if it's ready yet. We'll talk about it.
On a Majesty's Secret Service.
Coming at some point.
On Her Majesty's Secret Service is amazing. That's a great movie.
Yeah, no, I loved it. I loved it.
What a great fucking
Perry
ending
wasn't
too.
able to make it because he had something come up.
Yeah.
But Perry will be giving his opinion.
Yeah, he'll be giving his opinion in our next coming movie, Diamonds Are Forever. So look out for that. Yeah, I've been having a blast with that. Her Majesty's Secret Service was really good. As always, though, Perry, before I forget, you got anything coming up you want to throw out there? I know you've been rocking MK1.
Yeah, worst ending to a Mortal Kombat game in the entire franchise, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I almost went off at the end of my stream. I was so mad. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I'm gonna drop tomorrow, the reaction to that. So that should be fun. And then I got the Megan movie. That was pretty lit with the doll and stuff. So a bunch of like horror reactions. I gotta schedule them out. But yeah, throughout all of October, I'll be doing.
And I would just like to add to his do not ever play Perry at Mortal Kombat.
Never.
It's a waste of time.
Kick your ass.
He'll kick your ass every way of Sunday, and you'll come this close a couple of times of winning, and you'll pull some fucking massive move.
He'll give you that little hope.
That little hope before he fucking pulls a massive move out of his ass.
That's me. I'm like in the middle of a fight, like, I gotta scratch my sack real quick. Oh, I almost died.
So don't play Perry.
Perry just basically said, Scarpet, every time you get it up on me, I'm just scratching my ball sack.
Yeah. Every time you get that glimmer of hope, those are nuts.
Just a little glimmer.
I have to go bring in the groceries real quick.
Scarpat's got him stuck in the fucking corner, and Perry's just like, shit.
Besides the Tales from the Hood review, you got anything else coming? I like those purple lights behind you, by the way.
Oh, well, thank you. Rockin' Robbie Live tomorrow night. We'll be talking about some Superman comics from the 90s, all that kind of stuff. And of course, we're nominated for 6 CBC awards, so you can vote for us for favorite channel.
Hair?
Yeah, favorite channel, best collaboration, best hands, mustache, or facial hair, or beard, or whatever. Yeah, exactly.
He's winning it for the hair.
Best comic review, best ongoing series, and comic book community channel of the year. So vote for us, please. That would be great. CBCawards.org.
Hell yeah.
I like how that says best mustache, facial hair, or hair. Not sure what
this shit, right? Or hair. What?
Or hair. What kind of hair?
Look at that.
Scarpad's been dropping a bunch of dope ass Star Trek shorts. And anything else you got coming that you want to throw out there before we get out of here?
Who, me?
Yes. You're Scarpad, right?
No. Just watch the
You do
James Bond
Star
stuff
Trek
and
shorts, right?
I got some Star Trek shorts. I got some.
You got a
shorts,
couple. You got a couple.
Got a couple out there, and I just showed off the. What is it? I got a good show out there showing off the new Prey Steelbook that came out today. It's really
Oh
dope.
damn!
Dude,
Look at
that
that
new
cover.
Star Trek figure he got, Robbie, sick. I think it's from Next Gen.
No, it's actually from Deep Space. Oh,
Is it? Oh, okay. I thought you told me it was from Next Gen.
Quark, nice.
Whoa.
Correct.
Bro, it's
And-
hell. He put a thing on
There you go.
Instagram, and it looks like real, bro.
And he's
Look
got
at
his
his
book.
hand.
Gorgeous.
That's the rules of acquisition.
It's one of my favorite
And-
characters in the whole entirety.
And then I
of
also
Star
just
Trek.
got Jean-Luc Cutis of Borg.
Nice.
Oh, that's the one that needs batteries.
Yeah, he's got a laser you can turn on. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, put that laser on your dick and see what happens, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, chin.
not much for about 10 years, but
Fucking Robin Williams pops out, painted blue.
Oh my gosh.
yeah, the genie wasn't blue in this movie. I got a docket for that.
And he didn't sing or no.
He didn't fucking sing. That's a
Sing, motherfucker!
What if he came out and he was like, Mr. Aladdin, sir, what would
do you-
your pleasure
What do you
If
wish
they-
for? I wish
they
for you
can-
to sing.
If they can sing and dance show tunes on Star Trek now, they can fucking do anything.
Hell yeah.
As my boy Two Gun said, everyone make sure to slash that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell notification if you haven't already, so you get updated when we go live. And we will be here next Saturday, as always. And just, look out for more content coming, as always. And as always, I appreciate everyone who came out and hung with us. You guys are all the best. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. We love you, man. And Horror Fest will be back. Peace out, y'all.
Oh, look, balloons.
How did you do that?
That was so cool.
What the fuck was that? What-
Dude, honestly, I don't know.
Hey, happy birthday.
Dylan found out something about
Somebody says,
StreamYard.
as you wish, Dylan. That chill out, man. Just says that one of you guys are fucking with me. How'd you do that?
I didn't fucking make the
Really?
balloons
Nobody
appear on your
did that?
screen.
No, that was you,
What
Dylan.
the fuck did you
I-
do?
I didn't do I didn't do anything. I was just gonna literally do
Maybe,
the intro.
maybe it's the fucking genie behind you.
No
motherfucker.
shit, dude.
Maybe if I say
Chucky
it,
just
and I said
blinked.
again, it'll happen
You
again.
just fucking did you rub something wrong, man?
Did you guys see the balloon?
You've been sitting on balloons this whole time, Dylan? What-
No, dude. I swear to God. I swear that I didn't do that.
All of YouTube wants to know how you fucking did that, bro.
I want to know how I did that.
All right,
That was
quick.
pretty impressive.
I hope you
Release
guys
the
have a great
doves,
weekend.
motherfucker. Release the
and,
doves.
Yeah, I don't know how. That's
He's like,
crazy.
I'll see you next week.
Release the balloons. Just fucking balloons.
Do it.
We're all just like,
motherfucker.
whoa, balloons.
We love you guys, man. As always, we'll see you next time. Peace out, y'all.
Oh, he did it again. Maybe it's voice
Say
activated.
goodbye. No, it's not that. I said peace out, y'all. Dude. I love you guys. Goodbye. Will it do it again? That's crazy, bro. I don't know how I'm doing it. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Peace out.
Thank you.